Hello everyone, Sientir here with another week of Final Fantasy XIII. Another recording session starts, and let's go ahead and get into the summary. Hopefully I can keep up with it. These have been pretty quick. Data loaded. Okay. Hope regains consciousness to find himself being carried on Snow's broad back. The self-styled hero staggers under the boy's weight as he forces his wounded body forward. Pausing to rest, he talks about the anguish and guilt he hides behind a cheerful mask, before returning the knife to Hope's hand. The Nora leader is defenseless. With one thrust, Hope can finally claim vengeance for his mother's death, but this is the moment the boy has fought for. I ran out of time. Hope reveals that he always knew killing Snow wouldn't bring his mother back, but he saw revenge as a means to survive, a goal to move towards, right? And when boy, these things move way too fast to read. I don't know. You're going to have to pause that to be able to read it, because there's no way I could keep up. When Hope is later reunited with Lightning, he tells her that Operation Nora is over and gives her back the knife. He doesn't need it anymore. Having avoided further military pursuit, the group finally arrives at the S-Time household, where Hope breaks the terrible news to his anxious father, Bartholomew. So yes, the basic summary as I remember it right now is that Saz and Vanille are off gallivanting somewhere, and our crew of Hope, Lightning, and Snow are now united, along with Fang, who was from Pulse, Grand Pulse, and excuse me. And so they have managed to make their way to Hope's father's house, which is where I left things off. We got a lot of plot stuff done by determinedly avoiding excessive quantities of combat, because it was very slow. It looks nice artistically, this round shelving unit, but those bottom four round shelvy areas are definitely completely worthless. I'm going to explore this house a little bit before I go to the exclamation point. Okay, I think this is the door. How tall do you think this character is? Like, some odd meters, 1.4? I don't know meters. But you know, she's probably 5 foot something, just on averages. This door is like 10, 11, 12 feet tall. Sheesh, that is ridiculous. Granted, to some extent, those sorts of things happen in third-person games. They just make the spaces a little bit bigger than they should be, because they need room for the camera to exist. Like, if the ceiling was in a proper place where, you know, I couldn't go above, like, maybe here, or I'd run into the ceiling, maybe here, it could start to get awkward. Well, I guess that's kind of where things are anyway. I'm just saying this is a place. A lot of games, third-person games, have incredibly large spaces to make room for the camera. Two small figures visible in this photo seem to be Hope and his mother. Hope's father must have been at a distance when he took the picture. I get the feeling they were a little bit estranged, for some reason. I think that might be Hope on the bed, and then there's Lightning in the corner. The TV's paused. Okay, well, let's go down this hallway. It's a nice apartment overall. It's also absolutely enormous. Oh, I can examine this shelf. A handful of academic texts and homemakers' magazines occupy the otherwise sparse shelves, but none of Hope's possessions are to be seen.
Now for an update on the situation in Palampolum. The Lassie continue their desperate flight, and the military has now launched an all-out campaign to eliminate them. In the event you must leave your home, please follow the instructions broadcast on this channel.
Must be the kid's family.
Roughly 2,500 civilians believed to have come in contact with the lessee are now being held in quarantine by the Sanctum. Our latest Instapoll has shown a vast majority in favor of the immediate purging of these individuals, believing their treatment...
Lay down.
All right. See, you took the kid's toy away.
He gave it back to me. Said he didn't need it anymore.
Go figure.
It was too much. What happened to Sarah? All I could think about was, what could I have done? I hated myself for not trusting her. It hurt too much. I couldn't face it. Look, Snow. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
For what?
Everything.
If you told me your real name, I suppose I could.
Have Sarah tell you. When she comes back.
Deal.
Yeah, that's a significant comment.
My dad said he'd like to see you guys. He wants to talk.
The blame is mine. I couldn't save her.
If it wasn't for Snow, I wouldn't be here right now.
Snow. Did Nora... Did she say anything to you?
Hope. She said to get him home.
And that's exactly what you've done.
Phew.
Face to face like this, it's hard to believe you're all dangerous fugitives. But the entire world is scared to death of you, lessee. No, not even just you. People who've helped you, bumped into you. Sometimes it's even just people who've walked by one of you. They think they're tainted and want every one of them purged.
The Sanctum's a puppet of the Foul Sea. To them, our lives don't mean anything at all. We'll stop this. Take down the Sanctum and save Cocoon.
You've thought that through? If lessee take down the Sanctum, fear of Pulse will only get worse. It won't stop at fear. People will take up arms and stand against you. Can you imagine it? The rampant violence.
When the government's control is gone, the citizens will revolt.
So what then? We're supposed to just smile and eat a bullet? That means you too.
I know I'm part of this. I'm on your side of the fence. Harbor of lessee and a public enemy.
Coming here was a bad idea.
This is your home. We're all here. Let's figure this out together.
Huh?
Oh dear.
Heads up!
Hope! In the back!
You're not ready for this. I'll stay here. Snow, help my dad.
Come on.
Okay. We got ourselves a new party configuration. I should check. Okay, I have all of them. I just realized that that was a useful thing to check. They do make these cinematic. One of the things that this game has done that's extremely common in RPGs is they have made a very strong distinction between the mechanics of the world and the mechanics of the game. So specifically what I'm referring to, I think I probably want to switch back my other config here, is the fact that Snow currently is pretty badly injured, but mechanically we have potions and we have the medic class. And for some reason, like, Lightning and Hope can both be medics. And for some reason, neither of them can cast healing magic on Snow to cause him to recover from his wounds. And
We barricade ourselves in here, they're not gonna just give up and go away.
it's a legitimate question as to why can't things like Phoenix Downs or potions or, you know, Cure or Swana or any of the healing magics, why can't they be used to heal Snow of his current pain? Well, because his pain is plot pain, not mechanical pain. And I dislike that sort of dissonance between the mechanics of the game world and the narrative of the game world. And unfortunately, it's something that's extremely common in RPGs, where the way that it works in the narrative and the cutscenes is not the way the world works when you take control of it, when you're playing it. And this game definitely does it. But anyway, let's go ahead and read this. Healing the Rifts. The knife Sarah gave her on her birthday has become a symbol of regret for Lightning. Because she refused to believe her sister's story that day, Sarah ended up a prisoner of the Pulse Fal'Cie, and Lightning herself became a l'Cie when she later tried to save her. Since then, the former soldier has sought out battle to avoid dealing with the guilt she feels for turning her sister away. Now, however, Lightning finally faces the truth of her emotions and accepts responsibility for her part in what happened. She meekly apologizes to the injured Snow, the man who always believed in Sarah and protected Hope from harm. The rifts between the l'Cie are healing, but the reality of their situation is still grim. When Snow talks about taking down the Sanctum, Hope's father, Bartholomew, points out the flaws in their plan. If the government is toppled by l'Cie, how will the people react? Will they not see their worst fears realized, take up arms, and hasten the very cataclysm they wish to avoid? As l'Cie ponder their strategy, PSICOM commandos burst into the house. Hope stands against the soldiers, while the wounded Snow takes care of his father. Anyway, I just kind of wish, like, the fact that we have healing magic was something that the game respected when it comes to the narrative, and they would explain why it's not working. I just want to check these enemies as well, just to make sure I have them all. Wow, that guy's going down hard. Oh. Her target died, and I didn't realize that the thing hadn't... or the thing reset. I just assumed it to automatically pick another target, but... Bazooka, that's right, that hits like a truck.
Careful now. Thanks.
Oh, this combat system definitely feels a lot better now that I actually have a full 3 people. I was talking a lot last week about how I felt about the combat system. And we'll see. It's still early, and I still need to kind of gain some experience and familiarity. But I definitely am starting to come to the conclusion that some of my frustrations might be due to the fact that the game's party system, or the combat system, is designed around having 3 people in your party, and 2 people is obviously 2/3 of that. Losing a full 33%, 0.3 repeating, is pretty severe. I'm going to go ahead and hit up this save point just while I'm here. And so that really cripples...
The adrenaline's flowing now.
That really cripples the combat system. It really cripples its functionality because it's literally missing a third of it. So having the full 3 people hopefully will make things feel better, as I'm not forced to make really awkward choices about what I'm doing with the roles and the paradigms. I have more options in that regard. And I think that will be hopefully more engaging and more interesting and less frustrating. Because part of the frustration that I was especially feeling last time, now that I've had a little bit of time to think on it and all that, was highly due to the fact that I was playing the Hope Snow combo, which had a really hard time dealing damage. Because I basically needed to be in permanent Sentinel, or in permanent, what's the draw aggro one? Yeah, Sentinel mode with Snow in order to keep aggro off of Hope, because Hope was getting just gunned down by everything. I'm just saying, yeah, that's what I thought. I want to take a quick scan, because it seemed like there was a chance that they did what they just did, which is spawn a treasure chest. I want to see what that item does. Accessory. I have this Guardian Amulet. I believe... yeah, that's being used by him. Okay, Roller's Wristband. Okay, increases strength by a bunch. So it's an upgrade to that one, which... this is really weird. Why do they have both levels and then versions that are just straight up stronger? Like, why do that? I understand either of those. Like, I understand having iron bangles and then having silver bangles that are more HP. But I don't understand having silver bangle level 1 and iron bangle level 1. Like, it just feels like you're spreading everything out too much. It's very strange. Because, like, theoretically, leveling stuff up is going to make it better, right? That's the whole point. And so it feels... oh, there's another treasure chest over here. Okay, we'll fight this group too. It feels very redundant to have both levels and variants that are just like, here is this thing but better. Let's target the Bombardier. They're the ones who really need to go down. So it's just one of those things where it's like, why is it trying to do both of these things? Okay, it looks like we took out the Bombardier in the air. Um, maybe they upgrade in different paths? That could be interesting. But why would you be encouraged to experiment with both? Like, why should I upgrade both an iron bangle and a silver bangle when a silver bangle has a higher starting point?
Is it over? Are they?
They're fine. Your son's a tough kid.
Whew, that is ruined.
Who ordered the battalion?
They'll take out the whole building next.
Dad! Hope! Thank goodness. Are you hurt?
No. How about you?
Still in one piece.
Hopefully he can stay that way.
My turn. Don't shoot! I'll show you what a Lassie looks like! Me! I'm a Lassie! Surprised? Expected some kind of monster? I'm flesh and blood, like you! An ordinary citizen of Cocoon! Don't you get it? This has been our home our whole lives! How could we even think about destroying it? We want to protect this place just as much as you!
He's on our side? I don't see a way. He's lying. What if he's telling you it's a trick?
You must be Snow Villiers. Yag Roche, PSICOM Division. I understand your plight. However, the Pulse threat is not so easily dismissed. The very existence of Lassie puts every last one of us in danger. Tell me, do you really think your life is worth more than the lives of millions of Cocoon citizens? I do not. And so, it falls to me to order your execution. It's that simple. It is my responsibility to see you put down. Your lives are forfeit. Oh, cut the crap! You want Lassie? Then kill Lassie! Why do other people have to die? The purge has got to stop! Do you think we want to purge our own people? If any trace of Pulse remains, the populace will erupt into chaos. Without sacrifice, without the purge, Cocoon will die. Who fired? I gave no order! No!
Oh dear.
kidnap your dad. We threatened you and forced you to help us. Got it?
There must be something
Do
else.
what she says. I can't let you get dragged into this. I want to stay here, but there's no place for a l'Cie. I'm going with the others. We'll survive somehow. I promise you that.
Now he has to survive somehow.
I hate to run out on you.
You're not running! This is not running away. You've made a choice. You'll survive and do what needs to be done.
You mean... complete my focus?
Don't you worry about that. You make the choice.
Thanks, Dad.
What is even going on right now?
Our turn, hero.
What? I can handle a little gas.
Catch your breath. I'll throw in some hits for you.
Main cannon. Wow, that is... I don't even know what to say about that main cannon.
Follow my lead. This'll be quick.
That is one heck of a main cannon. Okay, so it's immune to wind. Okay. Yeah, that has a lot of HP. I still don't know what levels have to do with anything.
Got your back.
I should be focusing specifically on the weapons sections. Let's go after this port side turret. I kind of feel like I need to stay in this defensive formation, though. This thing is hitting like a tank, actually. This Skytank is hitting like a tank. Who would have guessed it? This turret's not so durable that I can't just have lightning slowly take it down. Besides, 999%. That thing's real hard to stagger. Yeah, nah, I want to stay in this. The only thing that I might change would go Ravager instead of... okay, let's go after this other turret. Let's see. Are there more parts of this that we need to scan? No, we've got all of it. Wow, that main thing has so much HP. Okay, this turret's not too bad. I think I want to try to take out the different side hulls once I finish taking out the turret so it can stop shooting us. What are my other paradigms?
You are surrounded.
Okay, I think I'm okay to switch to diversity. I might regret that instantly, we'll see. So far we're holding. Okay, it looks like the missile barrage is over. I just want to be able to take this down a little bit more quickly.
Got your back.
Nowhere to run, Lefty.
Let's switch back to this one. I want the additional defensiveness, because that's what's needed right now. Wait, no, this is the one that I want. I need the healing. I did not realize I was in the wrong paradigm. There. I thought Fang was in a different, or I thought Hope was different than I had accidentally put him in. We can just take this out 4 runes at a time. There. I mean, sure. But let's maybe take out this other hole. Especially while it's spamming the missile.
Thanks.
Okay, maybe it's not spamming missile barrages. Okay, let's try doing a little bit of relentless attack. Oh, that hits so hard. Do another round, but
Take down the enemy.
Surrender now.
yeah, I really just need the additional
Thanks.
bulkiness, because these things just hit really hard.
Thank you.
I don't know what taking this out's going to do for its attack capabilities, but it's about done. The question is, do I now need to take out this entire Skytank? Because... oh, taking out its parts must have done a lot of damage to it. Because that thing's lost a lot of HP. Okay, good.
Give it your best shot.
Nowhere to run, Lefty.
Let's see how bad this is. Okay.
Let's go.
You are surrounded.
I definitely need some amount of healing going on. Did we just hit some sort of specific HP threshold? Oh, main gun's going up. That very, very phallic main cannon. I don't know how they arrived at that design. But here we are. They did. Do I have... yeah, let's try this for a little bit. See if we can actually get this thing staggered. It's now down to a reasonable 200% rather than the absolutely insane almost 1,000% that it had been. Okay, good. Stagger. I probably at some point should have used the Saboteur buff one, but here we are. There's always healing to be done. That main cannon hits hard. Wasn't intentional, but I'll own that pun. Okay, it's staggering pretty easily at least. It doesn't not have much left. Where's it at? 7k? Okay, I mean, it has a lot of HP left, but relative to its starting point, it's not have much left. And we are dealing quite a lot per hit, so. There we go. Victory, and under time. Consider. Ooh, that's a nice chunk of Christogen points. Uranite. Platos' workshop. Okay, so that sounds like another store. Ah!
Again? There's no end to these guys.
There's definitely a civil war going on here.
Hey, you thing. Need a ride?
Don't get cute. Right, let's move it. Whew.
Well then.
Take care, Dad.
When it comes to home and family, we never keep either as close as we should.
Yeah.
Whoever stops to think that this time could be the last.
They really should have thought that through more. The chances that he's just going to be purged because he came into contact with l'Cie, even if they forced him to help him, right? Coming into contact has been enough to get you purged. Crossing the street, as he said, they should have brought Bartholomew with them at that point when they realized they could have. But we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Okay. Well then. Okay, back to Saz and Vanille at Nautilus, the City of Dreams, which is what they were headed to last we saw.
Seasick?
No, I'm fine.
Okay then.
How are you? Are you fine? Okay, so we're back with these two. New merchandise is available because we got a new shop. Data log updated, but that's going to have to be next time stuff because this episode's running a little bit on the long side. I only have limited time to record today. So until next time, everyone, take care and goodbye.